Week 11 of the National Football League. And up next are the Texans' speedy running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Texans and the Pats, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll run on first down. Pierre. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Evans will look to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now. And
touchdown, Texans! Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierre. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's Evans. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Pierre. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5 now. Evans. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Pierre. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 36, Evans. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Texans are 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Evans. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Pierre, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierre, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Pierre, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Evans toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The Strongman's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the one on second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Pierre. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On second and very short, Evans. Mechie has it on the slant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Pierre knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. On second and 7, Evans over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierre. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Holding, offense.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20. Off the play fake, Evans. He'll buy some time right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Evans Throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Back to throw is Evans. Throwing to start the drive.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 39, Evans.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back to throw. Evans. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Evans, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it. And some room to roam now.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put it back out on the field.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost.
And 0 excuses. But altogether, not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college. And that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Jones on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
Big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back to throw again.
Got his man. It's Thornton.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Lazard. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. To throw again on second down. Jones.
And Lazard's got it again. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline Special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Airing this one out for Evans. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
66 yards rushing forward in the ball game now, 14 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On second down, Pierre.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Evans to throw on third down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the middle. Pierre. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Off play action. Evans. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 45 yards. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Thornton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Evans will look to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Pierre. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierre. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Evans. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw. Jones. On the out route, he's got Thornton. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
That's a gain of 6.
Throwing, Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Jones. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Santos' kick is up and through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And here comes the Texans now. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Evans. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. Pierre, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On second and 9, Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. For 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. They'll try the left side. Pierre. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Evans on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thornton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Number 32 on the carry. The tackle by Connor Williams. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Jones. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Alan Lazard, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. But Houston's offense taking over again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Evans. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Evans now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Evans looking to throw on second down. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Back to throw is Evans. To throw on third down. And that's incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. A minute 53 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for New England, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.